In today's world, communication skills plays a dynamic role when it comes to your personal, professional growth or in relationships as well. So keeping these things in mind, today I am going to share 3 amazing things that you can learn from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 1 is become genuinely interested in other people. Author says that people are not interested in you, they are interested in themselves. One study was conducted by a New York telephone company and they analyzed nearly 500 telephone calls. And you will be shocked to know that the most frequently used word was I. I was used nearly 3,900 times by the people in those 500 telephone communications. When you see a group photo in which you are there, whose photo you search for? Maximum of the people search for their own photo only. Now this things clearly shows that how much concerned people are for themselves, for their presence. So when someone calls you or when you meet someone personally, talk the things in their side. Make them believe that their presence meant a lot to you. Your happiness has a lot to do with their presence. Make their way. Let them believe that their presence really meant a lot to you. This will make people think that you are interested in them, that you are really happy by their presence. And then the communication will go a lot better. This was the first point, that is to take interest in other people. The first point, as I said, take interest in other people. The next point is related to it, and it is to encourage people to talk about themselves. Author shares a story of a dining party when he went and met a botanist. There, he met and talked with him for hours. And when the party ended, he bade good night to everyone and went. Then the botanist, he went to the host of the party and said that the author is one of the most interesting conversationalists. Now author says that that botanist tagged him as the most interesting conversationalist. Even the author haven't said a word. He was just a listener. He was listening to what the botanist was speaking. And when you are taking interest, and to maintain that interest, what you have to do is you have to ask certain questions also. Like if that person is talking about plants, if you don't know about any of the concept or something, ask him. It's that person's subject, so he will be very much pleasured to speak about it. He will speak with interest because he is having interest in that subject. So talk to people about their interest. Encourage them to speak about themselves. Be a good listener. A journalist who used to take a lot of interviews from many famous celebrities, he also said that being a good listener is one of the most important thing to impress anyone in your life. Listening is one of the most precious compliment you can pay to someone. If you want to make people laugh at you, to smile at your back, to laugh at your back, to make fun of yours, start interrupting in between the conversations. Change the conversations immediately. Change the topics. People will start laughing at you. Develop a habit of not listening completely and just dropping down your opinions on it. Now what will happen is people will start avoiding you because of your this nature. So become a good listener. Listen about other people. Encourage them to talk about themselves. This was the second point. Third, and one of the most important point, smile. You might have heard that action speaks louder than words. Now here, smile is an action and it says that I like you, I am happy, you make my day, you make me happy. This is what smile says. Author shares a story of a veterinarian doctor. Once in his clinic, when 6 to 7 people were sitting, they were waiting for their chance. And no one was talking to each other. No one. Then suddenly a young lady came with a 9-month-old baby and a kitten. Now, she sat next to a gentleman. That baby smiled towards that gentleman, and as a result, that gentleman too smiled back. Now, what happened was, in a few minutes, the conversation started between that man and that lady about that baby, and soon the whole room it entered into the communication. Now, what was the triggering point in this communication? It was the smile of the baby. Remember, smile plays a very important role in your communication. When you enter a group, when you talk to a new person, or when you talk to any person, have a smile in your face. But you don't have to laugh like this. You just have to keep a gentle smile at your face during the conversations. Author says that greet the man who is operating the elevator, greet the doorman, greet your driver. It can be anything like good morning, good evening, thank you. And along with this, you have to bear a smile on your face. You have to carry a smile on your face. Talking about my personal experience, when I go to a shop and purchase anything, I just say them a thank you with a smile. And remember, this is one of the best thing you can do to win a person. He feels really good when you greet him and along with a smile. So this point is all about smile. Carry it during any conversation and just see the magic about how your conversation grows. So these were the 3 things which I learned and shared with you guys about the communication skills from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you have come so far, thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video.